Hachette Audio presents Here Comes Trouble, Stories from My Early Years, written and read by Michael Moore, with a Mac and PC-compatible PDF of photographs.
Here Comes Trouble, Stories from My Life. This is Michael Moore. Growing up, it all seemed so one-sided, opinions all provided, the future pre-decided, detached and subdivided in the mass production zone. Nowhere is the dreamer or the misfit so alone. These are lyrics from the great Rush song Subdivisions, written by Neil Peart. This book is dedicated to my mother. She taught me to read and to write when I was 4. And this is a note from me to you. What you're about to hear is a book of short stories based on events that took place in my early years. Many of the names and circumstances have been changed to protect the innocent, and sometimes the guilty. They say that memory could be a strange and twisted amusement park, full of roller coaster rides and funhouse mirrors, frightening freak shows and gentle contortionists. This is my first volume of such stories. I wanted to commit them to paper, while paper and bookstores and libraries still existed. There's this great scene in Woody Allen's film Stardust Memories where he plays this character, Sandy Bates. He's a film director and he's going through a midlife crisis trying to figure out, should he continue to make movies or, what's the meaning of life? And all of a sudden an alien appears to him from outer space. And he goes up to the alien and asks him this question: shouldn't I stop making movies and do something that counts, like helping blind people or becoming a missionary or something? And the alien replied, "Let me tell you, you're not the missionary type. You'd never last. And incidentally, you're also not Superman. You're a comedian. You want to do mankind a real service? Tell funnier jokes." I begin this book with the epilogue from a future book I've yet to write, The Execution of Michael Moore. The following is an actual quote from Glenn Beck that he spoke on his radio program on May 17th, 2005. "I'm thinking about killing Michael Moore, and I'm wondering if I could kill him myself or if I would need to hire someone to do it. No, I think I could do it. I think he could be looking me in the eye, and I could just be choking the life out of him. Is this wrong? I stopped wearing my What Would Jesus Do band, and now I've lost all sense of right and wrong. I used to be able to say, yeah, I'd kill Michael Moore, and then I'd see the little wristband that said, What Would Jesus Do? And then I'd realize, oh, you wouldn't kill Michael Moore, or at least you wouldn't choke him to death. And well, I'm not so sure." Wishes for my early demise seemed to be everywhere. They were certainly on the mind of CNN's Bill Hemmer one sunny July morning in 2004. He had heard something he wanted to run by me. And so, holding a microphone in front of my face on the floor of the 2004 Democratic National Convention, live on CNN, he asked me what I thought about how the American people were feeling about Michael Moore. "I've heard people say they wish Michael Moore were dead." I tried to recall if I'd ever heard a journalist ask anyone that question before on live television. Dan Rather did not ask Saddam Hussein that question. I'm pretty sure Stone Phillips didn't ask serial killer and cannibal Jeffrey Dahmer either. Perhaps maybe Larry King asked Liza once, but I don't think so. For some reason, though, it was perfectly okay to pose that possibility to me, a guy whose main offense was to make documentaries. Hemmer said it like he was simply stating the obvious, like, of course they want to kill you. He just assumed his audience already understood this truism, as surely as they accept the sun rises in the east and corn comes on a cob. I didn't know how to respond. I tried to make light of it, but as I stood there, I couldn't get over what he had just said live on a network that goes out to 120 countries and Utah. This journalist had possibly planted a sick idea in some deranged mind, some angry ditto.